Check 1, 2. Cash, credit, debit. Oh my god, okay, we've got sound.
Breathe.
Hey guys, when I redid all my audio settings this week, this was not on my bingo list.
Oh, come
No
on.
faces.
I just did a test stream on my personal stream the other day, so at least I know this audio setup works and how to import it.
See, you knew what you were doing. You were just prepping ahead.
I like how they censor Booty's name in chat every time.
It is kind of funny.
How is Booty a censorable word?
They can hear us, so say hello, everybody, while I get this going.
Hello, everybody.
You will just have to sit with us. Storms are a plague upon us all.
Yeah, Springer's getting hit by a tornado right now, guys. How do you feel about that? Live drama here on Twitch, only at the Question Just YouTube or Twitch
Not
channel.
great, can't relate. I am a city girl and city girl only. I live in
Hey, tornadoes happen in other places around the world.
Yeah.
Not in Singapore, dog.
Yeah, tornadoes don't discriminate. They don't care if it's farmland or a city. They will roll on through.
I am very safe growing up. No major.
I was not safe.
I was a sheltered child.
Now, when you say they hit cities, are we talking like cities? Or are we talking like town cities?
Yeah.
Who you asking?
The tornado people.
Yeah,
both
the Americans that got hit by.
There were just tornadoes in Chicago this last week.
Like in Chicago or
Yes.
around Chicago?
Yes, in Chicago. They do hit cities. It's just that a lot of times you don't hear about when they hit cities because the cities are built up with concrete.
Huh. Interesting.
Fun facts. Goblin hates when I talk weather.
I also do, but right now, we make do with what we have.
How do you make polite conversation? Talk about the weather.
Speaking of weather, I actually spent this afternoon and went to watch Pressure. That movie was fantastic.
Was it?
What's it about?
Okay.
The most important weather forecast in history.
Which is what?
D-Day.
Yeah. Very true.
Yep.
Let me stop sharing the weather.
You want to see that one?
Brendan Fraser as Eisenhower. There are times when he looks like Eisenhower.
Brendan Fraser? God, I love him. Well,
Yes.
now I have to watch it.
He is such a good actor.
Glad he's come back.
I didn't.
Yeah, the Renaissance is a thing.
Yes.
Oh my God, you sound such a white girl. The Renaissance is here, guys. Are you ready?
Oh my God, it's Brendan Fraser.
Oh
okay, I have everybody's cams imported. We have audio. We
Do you have the music in the background?
Gimli bot backup. Do I have the music in the background? Maybe. That's for me to know and you not to know.
No, I need to know. I'm the vibe controller here.
Yeah, I do have music in the background.
I mean, if you're not the DM, do you actually need the Gimli bot? Can you just stream you?
Gimli bot is nice because it shares the vision between everything. Whereas when I'm on and then I don't have to pull up my character sheet and block things. So the thing that Gimli bot allows me to do is control the scene image for chat separate from how I'm looking at the battlefield.
Goblin says the music's too loud.
Too loud?
Yes,
Turn down
too
2
loud.
notches. I didn't know a notch was a unit of measurement, but okay.
Don't you know?
It is. Hang on.
Let us know when it's better, Gobs.
That's not what I want. Channel level.
Like all good things, life never goes as you planned. And, you work with what you got.
We're just giving Shock more time to find out what he wants to do with his family.
That's true.
Oh
Shock,
no,
I hope
that's
you're ready.
great because, yeah, it's already all sorts of whack.
Are we taking bets on the fact that he hasn't thought about it for a second this entire time?
Oh no, it's not even that.
Better, worse? Let
No.
me know, Goblin. Tell me what you're thinking.
It's good now.
It's good now.
Perfect.
Amber, ice cream review.
It's fantastic. One of the best ice creams you can get. Chapman's ice cream. It's Canadian, and they're like mega Canadians because they started sourcing all their shit from Canada when all of the shit went down.
So I actually saw something really funny going on in the World Cup. It was a guy from the UK who said, listen, Celsius, ultimately superior when you're dealing with scientific measurements. It makes sense, but anytime somebody tries to explain it to me as a human, they sound like an engineer. Water freezes at 0 and it boils at 100. I appreciate Fahrenheit for the fact that it tells me as a human being how cold it is or how hot it is. Because 40 doesn't sound that bad, but 92 fucking sucks.
40 sounds horrible if you
That's
grew up
because
with
you grew up
Celsius.
with that measurement. I grew up with Celsius, and it makes sense to me that if it's 0 and I walk outside, I'm looking for ice. If it's 25, I'm going out in shorts and t-shirt, and I'm having the windows down in my car. If it's 29, the windows are up in the car and the AC is blasting.
And it's the same thing in Fahrenheit.
You're dead.
If it says 32 and you go outside, you're looking for ice. If it says minus 32 or 0, you go outside and everything hurts.
Why the 32? That's such a random number. It's not a nice, clean, flat number, you know?
Who wants nice, clean, flat numbers?
Smart
Everybody.
People. We want
except
numbers
Americans.
with some variation to it.
No.
Yeah.
Can you tell the difference between 70 and 71 degrees?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Like whenever it's 68 or to like 69 or 70, it's like, wait a second.
Nice.
If I set the AC to 66, it's too cold. If I set the AC to 68, it's too hot. Right at 67?
What if you set it to 6, 7?
Yeah, you get it. 6, 7, baby.
With that, should we get back into it while we wait for
Well, the issue is that Springer was talking about he wants us out of the dark, and then he just fucked off.
We make do. We have improv and roll with it.
Suddenly, Springer, Nikamund, walks into the inn, and all of the exhaustion and the stress from the day hits, and he just collapses on the floor.
Passes out. That's between him and his patron, alright?
Look, we just got a follower, and for some reason my alerts didn't work.
Goblin! His goblin followed and followed again. Goblin, you devious little shit. We'll take it. Alright. Let's get back into it. I want all your focus in the game.
All right, all focus in the game. So,
Yes,
since we're talking temperatures,
so focused.
minus 40 we can agree on sucks. Yes?
Yes,
100%.
very much so.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And it sucks at the same level, too.
Okay,
No more
why can't I?
Goblin?
Why can't I hear it? Why can't I hear it?
It's okay. Fix it slowly.
Did he
Did we-
return?
Speak to us. Spirits.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes?
I'm just on my phone. Power's
Don't-
starting to disappear. Did you get the stream going?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got it going.
We're
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
I would ask Springer what his views is on Fahrenheit versus Celsius, but he's American. We know what they are.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't Goblin. That was me testing the alert and making sure I could hear the cues because I redid my whole audio setup. Don't blame
Okay,
Goblin.
okay.
He only unfollowed and
about to-
followed once.
I was about to throw hands with Goblin.
But yes, Springer, we got it going. You were in the middle of saying something about out of the darkness into the light, and then Nikamund got assassinated. And everything
It's
went
copyrighted.
dark.
We can't say that, guys.
Basically, just saying that the war is on, fighting in the shadows. It's time to end fighting in the shadows.
Come out in broad daylight. Okay. Well, to that, Alastakir will say, my specialty does not lie in fighting on open fields and in the light, I must admit. It is actually in the dark, plotting, planning strategically, gathering forces only when necessary. But you, however, are more suited to it.
Not all of us.
You are versatile. I'm sure you can figure it out. That being said, like I was saying, I do not know if it is advisable to have that many satraps in the main city proper, for we know not how many Hashashin are in the city, 1, 2, or a whole host of them. But I can see some merit in your logic. That is the DM asking if you really want Alastakri to come with you through the journey all the way to Baghdad. You may roll a persuasion check. DC will be 18. If you would like to try.
Akerman thinks it's a good idea, but
Okay.
Yeah.
if other people don't want it, that's fine.
You're a team. Figure it out.
Derek's indifferent, really.
Musa thinks that we had the greatest idea ever because he was told, kill the assassins, and Derek got assassins to a room for Musa to kill, so...
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it, yeah. I'm sure it'll
Amber's
go better
muted.
this time.
Arion is indifferent.
Okay.
I think that if there are the two of you together, can you not use your magics and knowledge together in synchronicity and perhaps defend yourself better?
Certainly, but there's also 2 of us in a room where they can send assassins and poison us and destroy the room, throw the roof on our heads. There's all sorts of possibilities.
They could burn down an entire town. Who knows?
Yes,
Depends
you
on their
could play
desperation.
the game of What If is a very long one and goes on only one direction. But again, as I said, if there are the 2 of you together, surely you cannot defend yourself and pull your knowledge rather than trying to do everything on your own.
It is a possibility. So which side of the fence does Fenric fall?
I think Fenric wants him.
Alright, so that's 3, 4, 2 against. Who wants to roll the persuasion check?
My question for him is, if he doesn't come with us, what is his plan? Where would he go? Because I'm assuming the knowledge of him being here has already been burned.
Indeed. I think you will find that the world is very large, and traveling as an individual is actually rather safe for most intents and purposes. Like I said, when I was hiding beneath the city on my lonesome, nobody found me until you lot somehow managed to put the pieces together.
So if you were also Fenric's family, what would you do?
Well, can they defend themselves? It is one of
Perhaps
those
somewhat,
impossible
but
missions. Yes,
I don't know.
Fenric.
I would say perhaps somewhat, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't trust the idea of fighting off the Ashashin. That is a whole different level of danger.
Indeed it is. There is some measure of safety, psychological or otherwise, in being able to see who you need to protect. And sometimes it is wiser to send them away, but only if sending them away is the safer option. Like I said, it is a difficult choice, one I do not envy. But if I were to travel on my own, there is a lot of the world for satrap such as myself to get lost in. I have many places and things I have yet to visit. A couple of ruins I could spend a few months in.
Jim tells me there's somewhere great you should go, far to the west. He said it's Murica. He said it's going to be all the rage.
I have not heard of this, but perhaps maybe my fate lies westward.
Like the saying goes, don't go to the satraps for advice because they both say yes and no.
It's almost like things in the real world are not so simple.
But
You
as
say
far as
there's-
my family. Sorry, go ahead.
You say there's safety as traveling as an individual. Have you traveled as an individual, being hunted by assassins that know who you are?
That know who I am. Alright, my identity will be revealed now that she has fled. Well, nothing a disguised self, well placed. A city I have never been to before. It could work. It is not impossible.
Yes, but disguise self is a temporary measure. It is not.
Perhaps I could be a hermit in a few desert ruins for a few months. I've always wanted to explore this particular one. Yes. Appealing.
I think you're better off coming with us. And I shall roll the dice.
Okay. Remember it's persuasion.
That's not bad. I'm on the wrong screen. That is 18.
On the dot, you say, you have given me much to think about, but perhaps times have changed, and I have not met my friend in so very long. You, I think, have shown me the merits of sticking together in times of trouble.
This way, you also have an active hand in ending the threat against you and your colleagues.
That is also true. I would rather not hide away
Also-
quietly.
How else will we know it's your friend? Unless you know it's them, and not somebody
Oh.
in disguise.
No, my friend will find you. You will not find him, unless he wants to be found. He is one of the oldest among us. Very well, I shall accompany you. But for now, sleep chases me, and I wish to run into its embrace. Do you mind if I, as they say, bunk down with somebody? I promise I do not take up much space.
My rooms are full.
I could use a snuggle buddy.
Very well, Musa. We have much to discuss throughout the night, I think.
That sounds terrifying and interesting.
Nikuman will
walks up
buy.
behind Musa at that point, just leaning, goes, I bet you he snores really loud.
Nikamon was going to say something.
Nikuman will buy Musa a bottle of cheap wine, cheap ale if they have it,
Mm-hmm.
just for
It's
Musa.
more of a date wine. That's kind of sweet, but yeah.
Whoa, I wasn't looking for a date. I just wanted to ask this guy some questions about gin.
You get both.
Mhm.
Take it or leave it.
I'm sorry.
No, you're
Well,
not.
Nikuman buys him the date wine.
All right. You head back to the shut-eye.
Yeah, I did want to say, as far as my family is concerned, with my parents here and my friend, I don't know how much they may try to go after them. They may already have my sister.
Ah. Is worrisome.
Again, the thing that I come back to is, are you bringing them into harm's way? Are you bringing them closer to danger to avoid danger? Because we know we're going straight into the lion's teeth. I wouldn't want my family anywhere near there.
Of course not. But it's not just that. You know me. My people are not Ixian, as like everyone else. I am small. It's just very tricky for us to stay somewhere for a long time. And I just don't know how the Sultan, the person in the greatest power of this, may react to bringing my family to it. I mean, me, myself, it can be explained, but my entire family being neon friends, all being of the same stature and same nature, I don't know. I don't know if I trust the people in power in that. It's not worked out for us before.
Well, there's two ways to look at it. One, the worst he can do is say no.
The
Two,
worst they can do is kill us. All it would
that
take
was
would
actually going to
a
be point
bit of
number
a sack.
two, is he actually proves that he can do worse and causes harm or kills your family, in which case we come back and burn the whole fucking thing to the ground. But the difference I see here is he has no reason to harm your family. You have shown that, yes, like, people, their innate view of your kind is that you are not to be trusted. You have shown him that you can be. The assassins will use them as leverage to get what they want and have no compunction against the idea of hurting or killing them to get you to do what they want you to do. I know because I've been that person.
It is a good point. I'll try to persuade them to attempt it to think about the idea, and hopefully, if we go talk to the Sultan in the morning about it, I don't know. We'll let me see what they have to say. I will
Talk to your family, find out what they think on it, and when we bring it to the Sultan, if it helps, I will talk to him about it.
think I would appreciate your backing in my corner, as it were.
What do I do now?
That message. Anyways. So you head for the night, you head back to the inn where the rest of your family is sort of worriedly waiting in a room with Calda. And they sort of look up at you and you see like many empty cups of tea. And your mother has clearly been drinking way too much of it. And she's kind of like a bit jittery and walking around. But the moment you walk in, she sort of takes this big sigh of relief and opens her arms to welcome you back. I was so worried.
I'll walk over and give her a hug. I just kind of have just a moment where I just hold her close and just take a breath.
And it is a familiar scent, comfort, home. It's been... You know what it's like to have the fear of losing that. And you see she sort of holds your face and she goes, something worries you. Come, talk to us. And then she puts away a few of the cups of tea. Sit down. There's no more tea, but we can still talk.
That will be. And I'll just kind of make my way over to one of the bedside thing and find a spot. And that we're thinking of going to Baghdad. Well, not thinking. We are going to be heading to Baghdad to try to stop the Hashashin. I seem to be doing something over there. And the point has been raised that perhaps it might be better if the three of you stay here and possibly take shelter with the inside of the citadel under the Sultan's protection.
Instantly,
And
your
that
mother is like
is
rising up and she's like, absolutely not. I will not separate this family ever again. And you see like your father sort of raises his hand. He's like, my love, please let the boy speak. Tell us, why would it be safer for us here? What do you think, Fenric, my son?
don't know. I am torn two ways about it. I don't want to bring you to somewhere where we know Hashashin are, but we know they are everywhere. So that point doesn't work. And I am worried about perhaps bringing you to the Sultan and the guard and the citadel. So we know they've been everywhere. They've been inside of there as well. And with Selby perhaps being with them already, I don't know. I am worried about all of it. I don't want to put any of you in harm's way by trying to protect you. I don't want to squeeze too tightly and break it in the process. I am just unsure. And I'm just gonna just take my mask off and rub my hands to my face and just take a moment to just be there as I'm trying to think.
Mm-hmm. Just be yourself. You see your father slowly nods, and then he pats, like they're sitting on a longer bench or couch. He sort of pats next to him, between him and your mother, for you to sit down. And both of them look at each other. There's this silent communication where they just speak with their eyes a few seconds, and then they look at you, and they both get this sort of wry smile that you and Selby also share from the two of them. And they go, you have taken on a lot of burden since we last saw you. All grown up now, my son. And yet, still in some ways so similar to the little boy you once were. You do not control our fates. Our choices are our own to make. Yes, there is danger. But what kind of parents would we be to send you to face that danger alone and hide here cowering? Under Calder's skirts. No offense, Calder. Calder just goes untaken. I also think it's bullshit. And, who do you think you are, going off on your own? No, we stick together. Halflings are stronger together. And you see your mother nods as well, and she says, yes, if we are going to rescue Selby, we shall do it as a family. Danger or no danger. We know how to take care of ourselves. We have survived Hashashin for far longer than you have known about them. Don't forget that.
I know they've been after us for a while.
Exactly.
And they were behind the destruction of Goldgrove Table. They sent the people, the one to do it. So on the bright
So
side, at least
father.
he is dead.
How do you know this information? Though it
Well,
hurts
he
me
is
to
dead
say.
because I did kill him. But during our travels in these past few months, we came across this lamp. I do not, presume to know everything about it, but it has several different properties. But one of these being that if you give it a little bit of blood, it will show you the memories of the person whose blood was given to it, and these memories always seem to have a purpose. I don't know how it works, but
You see, your father also begins to do this exact same gesture that you usually do when you're thinking, and he goes, "A lamp that can read blood memories. How fascinating would that be? You would have to." And he starts going into technical details, and your mother just sort of looks, shakes her head, and smacks him on the side of the arm gently. "Focus. He's speaking." Sorry. You were saying.
not part of, I do think about this particular lamp all the time, but as I said, as part of these, the memories we were shown from this particular person were varied and ranged, but among them was the memories of him at our home and burning things down. He was looking for something. The heart, the gem, this big, crystal, and something would, yes, after he found it and tried to take it, I don't know what happened after that. The memory cut off, but we all know what happened after that.
You think that was their purpose, to go after the heart of the Delta for themselves, but why would they break it then?
Again, I don't know if it broke on purpose, if it was an accident, something happened. But as part of him finding it, during the destruction, the chunk of it that flew off and embedded itself in my head. And I don't know. I don't know why he tried to take it, but all I know is that he did, and that
Do
he
you
is now
remember?
dead.
You said you saw memories. We should discuss the details. Write it down, so you do not forget the finer points over time. And maybe there's a hidden clue somewhere. Things he said or referenced, perhaps we can research. Baghdad is, well, there is a lot of knowledge there. I have always wanted to visit the city. I know you've always wanted to visit the city, but that is just... We're trying to focus. There's Hashashin. You do not have to nerd out over the big library right now. But the two of them have a sort of conversation. Discussion sort of goes
off to the side, like rolling her eyes, like not again.
Yeah. She's used to it. She's just like holding. She's like, not again. The third wheel stuck between the married couple. She has a little patience for it. But they're sort of willing to discuss all the finer details and figure out or help you figure out stuff, and they volunteer, and they're definitely planning to go with you, unless you really put the foot down. But even then, you don't know if they'll stay or...
They're not going to listen to me.
You are their son, after all. You got the
and that
stubbornness
20
from
persuasion would do Jack versus the mother stare.
It's true. And the dad would just be like, listen to your mother. Happy wife, happy life.
Mom used legendary resistance.
Yeah.
She didn't even have to spend HP to do it. Right. Well, the night sort of takes you. You continue your discussions. Is there anything else anybody wants to do, or shall y'all hit the long rest button?
I would like to ask some questions of Alistakari. Alistakari. In private.
Oh, whisper chat. Okay, all right. Well, the three of you can have a little chill session, Nikuman as well, and we'll hop in there. I think after that we'll head into a break, so you guys can have an early break if you want. All right. What do you got for me, Booty?
Okay. So the cat's out of the bag. I have a thing attached to me.
A djinn, yes.
Yeah, can you tell if he's good or bad?
Would you like me to read his palm or something?
I don't know.
You wish to know if... Alright.
I assume this whole time Jim is like incessantly complaining that I'm talking to this guy and not Jim, but this is the first time that Moosa's actually met somebody who isn't just a like peddler of rumors.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what you know.
I know about Jinn, and they are not so different in terms of personality from humans, you see. They can be good, they can be bad, they can be multifaceted, if you know what I mean. Some dance to their own whims, some like cruelty, and others help people. It all depends on the type of Jinn. In that case, I would ask you, since you are more familiar with him than I, do you think Jim is good, bad, or something else entirely?
I know most of the time he's hungry.
Hungry for what?
Foods. Experiences. Gambling.
What do you know about Jim so far? It seems he is rather new to this realm. Is his first time crossing over?
I don't know. Jim, is this your first time crossing over?
Oh, now you talk to me. Well, I don't want to tell you.
It doesn't want to tell me. He's being a pouty brat.
Ah, so he is capricious in that way. Interesting. Well, if he doesn't want to talk, you tell me what you remember. Am I doing a good impression? Thank you.
Well, my dad got crushed to death by rubble.
Dear.
There was a lot of blood. It was dark. Jim called out to me, I followed. And then they made a deal. He would help me, and I would explore the world. Give him...
And he would be by your side.
Yes.
Well, he seems like a rather, pardon my saying so, Jim, he sort of looks around. I do not wish to talk about you as if you are not here, when you clearly are, but, it seems like Jim is a fairly, well, I can't say tame, but new to this realm. His motivations, from what you have said to me, appear to be experiencing the material plane and its differences from the plane of the Jinn, the Al-Gaib, of which there are many differences. If he is... What kind of experiences does he usually like? Does he tend towards violence or non-violence? Or just sort of broadly?
Sometimes we like to relieve people of their valuable things. Shiny odds and trinkets. We really like games of chance. And we're both terrible at it. He always tells me that he knows what the dice are going to roll, and then he's fucking wrong. And then all my gold's gone.
Ah, yes, you have found one of the downsides. The Jinn, there is a commonality among them that they do like messing with the fates and chance, so it is not unsurprising that he likes these sort of things. That is fairly normal, as long as you remember that he has limited experience in the material realm, and technically you are for now still in control.
What do you mean, for now?
Well, let me tell you, in some cases, there are, I'm not saying this is you, Jim, just some cases, there are jinn that latch onto a soul in trouble or someone who is, how do you say, shaken, vulnerable. Sometimes they prey upon that soul over time, forming this sort of connection in order to come through the veil between worlds. And they do so in order to find some sort of permanent vessel here on this plane so that they can stay here without having to expend constant energy maintaining that reach across the veils. Over time, they consume the vessel's soul. They eat, to put it simply, the people that they possess and take over their bodies, become changed, twisted, and they kill their hosts. In some cases. There have been other cases where a jinn latches onto a particular unfortunate soul and likes to play tricks on them. There's some jinn that hop between vessels as long as they get their fill of satisfaction of the world. They are happy, they are not tied to any particular person. More powerful jinn do not need a vessel and can, in rare cases, split the realm or be called or summoned somehow to here and feed off of other energies. There is a wide variety of them, even with my years of studying. But it seems Jim, which is a very interesting name for a jinn, do you mind? Has he caused you any harm personally? Do you feel yourself weakening or find time of memories where you don't remember how you ended up where you are?
Do I have any periods of time that I don't remember?
History check.
Oh. Okay, hang on. Yeah. History. That's a 17, 16 on the die plus 1.
You're fairly sure you have control over most of your functions. You do not at any recent point in time remember not being there unless it's being drunk, you know.
Outside of drinking, not really. Generally, I feel like we work well together. He makes me stronger.
So you see this relationship less in terms of parasite, like he is feeding off of you and making use of you, and more of a friendship, like two partners.
It's like having an annoying brother. We get in a ton of trouble together. We're always squabbling. But together we do great things.
Well, it might be... There might be, for example, certain jinn play the long game. I do not speak this of you, Jim. Please do not take this the wrong way. Some of them deceive their hosts, but it seems you've spent several years, so...
Oh yeah, like 100
not...
and 200? It's a long time.
Yes, it's a long time if you were to play a con. It seems like, for now, Jim is fairly beneficial, or at least symbiotic, as we would say with you. You have a good brotherly bond. As long as it benefits you, I do not think it will be a problem. It is only if it becomes a burden upon your life or encroaches upon your life in a certain way that perhaps you should consider your pact that you made with him, your connection. There are, as always, ways to strengthen and cut such ties, and if you require such services, the satraps would be the ones to approach. We have, of course, eons of knowledge under our belts. Baghdad would be the place if you wish to learn more about your particular condition. In the end, I cannot tell you. Every jinn is bad. Some people benefit. A vast majority find them an annoyance. Some people suffer.
Well, it definitely wasn't like The guy here who was killing people. Shaitan? Was that his name?
Yes. Yes, they are certain shatans that they are known as devils in the direct translation of the word you're using. But they can come in many forms. There's some that are more vicious, aggressive. You have seen one of these then before.
Yeah, we sent it back.
Oh,
Jin was scared. That's how I knew I should be scared.
and he helped you with this instead of siding with a brethren.
Yes.
Then the bond between you is stronger than the bond between him and his kin. Strange. Fascinating.
If I could get him to show himself to you, I would, but it doesn't work like that.
Indeed, it does not. Perhaps with time, with the strengthening of your bond, if Jim grows in power and your bond becomes a lot more solid over time, you may find there are times where he may be able to show himself.
Jim, do you have anything nice to say to this lovely person?
Well, he's old, but he's not completely stupid, so he's alright.
He said you're old, but you're not completely stupid. That's a pretty good compliment from him.
You think we can play some dice with him?
He also wants to know if you want to play dice.
Perhaps on the road, my boy, and good Jim. Now, the night has come, and it is time for us to take our rests if we wish to travel tomorrow.
Sleep well. I prefer to meditate.
Very well. I shall enjoy the bed all to myself. And you see, sort of goes to bed, and I think that might be a good time to go for a little breaky break. What do you think?
Perfect. We're gonna go for a break. Check out Azrael's TikTok. Check out Springforged Knives. Help him get his internet back from the terrible thunderstorm that has decimated his community. And check out my Twitch channel where I stream sometimes. But yeah, we're gonna take a 10-minute break here, get some water, get some snacks, and we'll see you all back here after that. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome, welcome. Let's get back into the show. This is a bit too bright. Let's see. You guys wake up early in the morning, get your breakfast, pay your final tabs. Thank you for the hydrate.
Thank you, thank you.
And get a nice cup of strong coffee to start your march out of the city.
How'd you
Last
know?
chance.
This is coffee.
Yeah, what can I say? I'm psychic. It's part of the GM package. So, is there anything else you want to do in the city before you leave?
I want to cast False Life on myself before I leave my room.
All right, go ahead. You do that. You pack up all your stuff. The rest of you see that Fenric's family sort of load up their cart and their camel. You no longer have a functioning cart.
As
You have a camel.
I look over at Gobi and just... I look over at Musa and just give him a dirty eye and just... I expect to find a new cart from somewhere.
I can steal you one right now if that would make you happy.
It's been such a long time since we've stolen something, Musa. Please, please.
Can I
Something that would...
keep my eye out as we're moving through the city for an unattended cart?
Certainly. I'll have you roll a perception check for me.
And I also, like, I obviously got everything off the other cart. I didn't just, like, leave the stuff on it, because there was the bodies,
Gotcha.
but then there was, like, the magic rugs and stuff. No, I
Don't
took all
worry.
that off. I left a
That-
broken cart and the bodies.
That is a nasty, dirty little 20. It's a filthy 20.
God, I hate when you say it like that. All right. With a 20, you keep your eyes peeled. And I rolled a percentage die to see what were the chances of you finding one, and I rolled a 2. So you keep your eyes peeled, and so does Jim.
And he's like, maybe that one. No. Maybe that one. Maybe, there's so many options.
But it turns out all of them are actually being very closely guarded because of the uproar in the city recently with the mercenaries. Everybody is sort of panicked and tense. People are packing their stuff into most of the carts, so there's no unattended or free-to-use carts, unfortunately. So, luck's not on your side, not within the city at least.
That's what you should have asked for from the fucking Sultan. Too many people.
Cart would have been a magic cart. That would be interesting.
Cart of holding.
Or just a cart.
A portable
No.
cart.
And all cards portable? Maybe a deck of cards. That way you can pull one out each time you lose one.
That is a great idea.
Deck of cards.
Got him. All right, you reach the gates of the city that you have spent a few weeks
on the
in.
way out.
Mhm.
Nikaman would like to get some wood for carving for experimentation, and it's just junk wood, nothing fancy, not good wood, just anything.
Not good wood. All right, you find a few varieties of broken down pieces, some leftovers from cart repair, throwaways from stuff that people use to build military equipment, this and that. You get the leftover pieces. They part with it for absolutely no price at all. They're like, "Oh, I'll take the junk if you want. No sweat off my back."
I'll take it.
All right. Oh, the stalker's with you. He seems to be getting along swimmingly. Once he started talking to your parents, and they're just having discussions upon discussions, and Calda is just sitting there with this like blank, dead behind her eyes look. As the three of them.
How does he get along with the other mage dude?
You see, Afsoon
Absolutely.
is looking at him like he hung the stars in the sky, and he's just sort of sitting there taking notes. and asking questions like a little like student. Like you'd be like, "Excuse me, Master Mage, what about if you do this?" And you see Alastakri, he is very much in his element. He's teaching and discussing with your parents, like fellow scholars, of their own fields. And the caravan that you travel with, they're having a blast, and Calda is also there.
So is she just like stuck over with them, or like how?
She's the
Because
one.
we have.
She's the one sitting in front, holding the horses, and all of them are in the back, just sort of chattering nonstop. But yes, with that, you leave the city and get back on the Silk Road. On the road to Baghdad. Let me just
On the
bring
road
that
again.
on the road again.
On the road again.
Bring that Gorgina map out for you guys. There she is. Where is this? Oh, right. I had a picture for the Cognate. I was like, huh? Why is there a giant horse on Merv? Okay,
Skeleton horse on Merv.
Mm-hmm.
It's not ominous
Merv
at
is
all.
very, very dead.
Indeed, it is not. Alright. You know that your path sort of, it's not as long as the journey from Merv to Isfahan. It's like maybe a third, like half the time. And you will pass by mountains, but it also starts to, at a certain point, head off into a much more verdant greenery, different kind of climate. You will pass by, not super close, but generally area of where the Delta Fenric's home would be, along the road, and you will pass by. If you look at a map, there is some caravanserais scattered along the way, should you need it, every few days. The question is, how goes the journey? Who's leading and who's on lookout? What other stuff are you doing over the course of the week, 5-7 days that you have to travel?
Nikaman would like to accomplish two things along the journey when they stop at nights.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing is he'd like to finish training his crow.
Ah, yes. Good idea.
But what he's going to do is he wants to bring Fenric's girlfriend in on it. And basically, once the crow is trained, give her the crow.
Interesting. To what would you be training this crow for? Like, just for her to have a pet crow?
Yeah, basically, just to have a pet crow. We saved this crow from... it was working for the Hellhound, but we talked it into changing sides.
Well, working is being generous, but all right. Let's see. I will need you to roll your 3 out of 4 on your clock to train this crow. Let's see if you can get that last little bit. And Calda is willing to assist. Let me just check how useful she is in that particular department. She is fairly persuasive, let's say, for the crow. Calda, with her significantly shorter stature than you, stern face, and like her hair sort of pulled back into a no-nonsense bun, is so glad when you ask her to step away from babysitting the adults and like just spend a little bit of time away from everybody in the quiet to train this animal, and she really takes a shine to him. Now, let's have you roll. Do you have physical dice?
Yes.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll me...
Animal handling?
Yep. I'll tell you.
Advantage? No.
You
I think it's a
do get
+4.
advantage. It is. Did you memorize the character sheet?
Well, yeah. That's a 4 and a natural 20. So
wow.
24.
There's just something with Calda being there, and when you first interact, she sort of looks at you, and you sort of bring that idea. Are you telling her that you're giving this crow to her eventually and training it that way?
Yes, yeah, and Nikuman will burn a spell slot to cast Speak with Animals as well to make sure this goes as smoothly as possible.
Right. And there's just something, the crow immediately takes a liking to Calda and her little bits of jewelry. And Calda, at some point after training, and you manage to get that bond going, it is instantaneous, it's perfect. There's literally nothing going wrong here. She sort of looks at you and goes, Did somebody... I mean, there's no way you could have known this, but did somebody... It's so funny. I've always dreamed of having a pet crow as a little girl. I just can't believe it's happening. And for the first time, you see her kind of like smile in a little awkward manner.
Well, when I was a little kid, the wise woman in the village had a crow, and I thought it was so cool. And I spent 2 weeks trying to catch a crow so I could have a crow. And then my dad whooped me for doing nothing for 2 weeks. So it was just pure luck we found this crow, and I figured I'm going to be going into battle, but I don't want the crow to get hurt. And I thought you would seem like the perfect person to have a pet crow.
She sort of straightens up a bit at the compliment. She goes, I actually grew up on stories like that as well. The wise women with the crows. I always liked that picture. I wanted one of my own, and thank you. This was very
the crow will need a name.
And
I was thinking of naming it Crow in Russian, but I can't look up the internet what Crow in Russian is right now. I don't know what it is. We'll figure it out later. That was just my first part.
I think it's pronounced,
but in Russian,
Verona. In Russian. Thank you, Google Translate.
Perfect.
Verona. Yes. Ron for short. I like this. Thank you, Nikomund the Red. And if you ever need any of your equipment looked at, look for me. I'm better than Fenric.
Okay, we'll do that.
Speaking of Fenric, somebody redeemed a monologue. Fenric, what are you thinking as you see Calda and Nikuman getting along swimmingly with this crow flying around?
I don't know. I think he's kind of watching, and I don't know. Yes, hey, bud. It's alright, puppy dog. I think he's kind of surprised at how quickly she like opened up to him. Like, wow, she doesn't usually get along with people. She's usually the prankster, the one who likes to play the tricks and make sure things the dice roll her way.
And she's being like awkwardly sincere and smiling and laughing.
Oh, I think he'd also take it as a good sign, as even during the midst of all of this bullshittery, she found something to smile about. It doesn't necessarily have to be from like, cool, he's spending time with his friend, with him reconnecting with, his parents and her, but the fact that she just found something to smile about for the moment.
How sweet. All right. Yes, Booty, give Gimli that treat. Well, that happens, and Nikuman, your clock is complete, so I shall take it off the board. But Calda now has Verona as a familiar or a companion. Is there anything else anybody wants to do in the downtime between the travels?
I want to train Shirun.
Yes, that is what I wanted to hear. Now, would you like to request anybody's assistance? Does anybody want to volunteer to help out in some sort of way? Or are you going at it
not really. Like, it's not something that anybody can help with. We're doing combat maneuvers. So
hey, they can help by being the crash test dummy. It'll give you advantage if you want it.
I have
as long as they
advantage
can rank
already.
you for it. Sweet. All right, go for it then. You spend evenings taking rest. Once the horses are resting, you and Sharoon, who has a lot better stamina than the cart horses and the camel, have fun with it. All right, 27. That's another successful tick. I think you can make another check if you want to see if you get the last little bit, and she can get her hoof attack.
22.
Oh, gorgeous. Now that Sharoon is back in open land, not stuck in a city, she seems to be thriving. And at the open space, you do lots of maneuvers, and she is picking it up like the wind. And you are able to get her to be able to fight in combat. Do you remember what we talked about and how this works?
No.
Okay, good, because me neither. Let's see. How do we want to do this? Sometimes you just gotta figure it out.
Now, quick question. Is
Yes.
it me neither or me either?
Both? Both work. There you go. Where is Sharoon?
Sharoon
Follow-up
is in
question.
Companions.
Is it either, neither, or either and neither?
You're about to get smacked upside the head if you don't stop giving me these random questions.
So technically,
Well, I'm trying to think.
Grammatically speaking, I'll answer Donnie while you do your thinking. Grammatically speaking, in that context, you would use either or either, not neither, because neither is between two choices, and either is when you're aligning yourself with something. So since she is aligning herself in the same sense as Amber, it would be either. But it gets really pedantic to point out the difference and makes you seem like a giant asshole.
Goblin, we entertain and we educate.
Sure.
All right. That's what we call it around here.
Entertaining, optional. Education, not.
They tell me I should have been a teacher.
Probably. You just gotta
Excellent.
keep their attention.
Does anybody
they?
have?
Does anybody have...
have
So-
like leatherworking skills?
Nope. I only have carpentry.
I'm great at working with leather.
Truly great with working at leather, or you just think you're great with working at leather?
100%. I am one of the greatest leather craftsmen of all time. Jim taught me back when I was, 50.
Can I roll an insight check on that?
Go ahead.
3.
He actually might.
With
an at one.
Natural 1.
Uh,
Derek's just like, no, I'm not a professional tailor whatsoever.
oh right, I forgot about that. Would
No,
you
I'm
be-
actually, I'm actually going to say I work with clothing, not leather.
Oh,
Fox, I'll let you figure out how that works.
Good fuck. The two of them seem to connect with the fact that Musa thinks he's lying or you think he's telling the truth. Everybody else is aware that Musa's shit liar, and Aryun clearly has no idea that he's full of shit.
Above table,
Both of them suck. Both of them suck.
I rolled better than her on the die, but worse
I got
than
a
her
lower.
in the result.
After a little bit of time, Aryun, you get the feeling with somebody else's sarcasm, wait, maybe he's lying. But it takes you a minute.
It's Musa. He opened his mouth. He is lying.
this is true. This is true.
How dare you?
When we get to Baghdad, I need to find a leather worker.
Okay.
I'll
One
never
thing I'll say
help
that
any of you.
one thing I'll say that Derek's doing on this journey is that he's just kind of like spinning the ring that they all got from the Sultan around in his hand, looking at the insignia and the signet and all that stuff. He goes, I think I've got a better name than the crap we've been using for a while.
What is it, Derek?
We each got one of these rings. Or the 5 rings of Jalad ad-Din. It's better than Oasis Road Caravaneers. That's just a mouthful and no one really knows what that means. This has some weight behind it.
I like it. It does have a good sound.
Can you say it again?
God.
I just got a flash flood warning.
5 rings of Jalad ad-Din.
What is Jalad ad-Din?
The
There's
Sultan?
Jalad ad-Din.
The Sultan we just helped, Jalal
Right.
ad-Din.
Jalal.
Is it
Okay.
Jalal?
Jalal.
I had it written down as Jalad. I don't know why.
Jalal.
When you said Jalad, I was like, Jaladin? What the fuck are you talking about?
Gelato.
I appreciate the attempt.
The 5
Jalal.
rings of gelato.
The fact that I actually have this shit written down
That's
is a
true.
win on its own.
That's true. That's true.
No, that's
This is progress.
I do like the sound of it.
Well, if we
I thought it was
finally
Jalal, then I looked at my notes and I'm like, wait, I had it written down as Jalad.
It
Oh,
only
whatever,
took
I guess I was
us
wrong.
50 episodes to come up with a better name. Well, no, because we didn't have a name at first.
God.
Uh-huh.
It took us like 9
Yeah.
episodes just to get a name.
Sometimes
I
you
thought
gotta
it was
let the
longer
name
than
figure
that.
itself out.
This
All
is
right.
the problem with names, though. Now we can't do all the fun stuff and then just change our name later on.
Rebranding. Formerly known as Orcs.
No, I mean, now if we go steal, they're going to go track us down by talking to the Sultan, and then they're going to know who we are.
To be fair, Jalal is a common-ish name, although the full title might be like Jalaluddin Mangoberdi will be something different.
I mean, if we're also throwing weight around and presenting like rings with the Sultan's signet on it, it kind of says exactly who we're working for.
That's true. The signet would
Mhm.
do the talking.
Yeah, and Aryun has hers like on her finger. Like she's not hiding that shit. It is on her finger.
Does it
entertainment.
look like something that would hurt somebody really well if you punched them with that on?
There is a decorative
Decorative aspect
does
to
it
it, you
look-
might damage the rim.
Yeah, if it looks like I would damage it, then I would wear it on a necklace. If it looks like it
Mhm.
could really hurt somebody, then I would wear it on my finger.
It has that look of it, but the metal is made of his precious metal. There is some elements of gold to it. It would warp.
Why couldn't they use something good like iron or steel? Or brass?
Didn't ask.
4 brass rings, melded together into one. Bam! That would be great.
Oh, you're going to love brass knuckles, Musa. Just wait. Give it a couple of centuries.
We could call it brass knuckles.
Oh my
Nicoman, I
god.
have an idea for you.
Yeah.
But if they go around your like, they're not actually on. Wouldn't be on your knuckles.
They replace the knuckles, you knucklehead.
But it's across the fingers. So shouldn't it
Brass
be brass
fingers?
fingers?
I know that you're of delicate constitution, but when you punch things, you don't punch with the finger, you punch with the knuckles.
So if you punch with the knuckles and these things are going across the fingers, then you're not punching with the knuckles, you're punching with the fingers.
No, because they will extend out past the knuckles, so that's what hits first. You have to
I'll
see
just
it.
call
I have
them-
a whole vision in my head. It's
Yeah,
going to be
I
huge.
Meanwhile, while he's doing this, Fenric is quietly leaning over to Kala and his parents as we start scribbling down ideas and prints and working to steal this idea out from under.
Glorious. You see Calda gives you like a nod of approval once you start immediately sketching. She's like, you still got it.
I see that, you filthy fucking beggar. I want my cut.
You owe me a cart. I'm taking this as protection.
Jim says you can have royalty deal until the value of the cart is replaced, but then I get 50% of everything after that.
15.
This is a good bargain. Make it 15.
50.
15. As I scribble, work. I'm assuming like my dad or somebody's like working on a quick contract. Obviously putting in fine detail how
Musa, can you
more of the
read?
royalties.
Musa can read.
Okay.
Musa can read.
Do you
Musa
inspect the
is
contract?
Musa is
We're
not
writing this
stupid. He just acts without thinking
Just checking.
sometimes.
Just checking. If you can
Derek
read,
leans
do you
over
read
to-
the contract?
We're writing this in halfling.
Derek leans
That's
over
not a
to
language in this
Arian
world.
and says,
Sure.
I didn't know he can count that high.
No, we're
swear
we're
to
I'm
using
not
God.
getting
our,
involved in this.
Yes. I know. You're going to kill me. Yeah, I got it.
No, I'm not going to kill you. I'm going to wait until you really need me to take that big hit you don't want to take, and then I'll step out of the way and let that person kill you.
So you can't even kill me yourself. Fucking pussy.
Aryan just like puts her hands up, turns Shirun, and walks away.
See, look,
Hey.
you made her walk away now.
She puts her mask down every time something happens.
She's clearly avoided.
What
Anyways.
language do you write the contract in?
Oh god. Okay.
Ah, shit. Now you have to make me go look at my actual D&D Beyond.
It's
Mhm.
not important. We continue on.
Hold
You
on, hold on,
bigger- You meander.
It's a mix of ancient Greek and Latin because it's a special Luminarch shorthand so that people don't know how to get our seats.
family secret. He's got a point. He's got a fucking point.
We,
Well,
we
as you
are
figured
a
that out,
professional family of merchants. We
Mhm.
got this.
as you figured that out, Amber, I have figured out this little ability for Sharon now. You have, she has mounted combat kick that has been trained, aka you can give her some sort of verbal or non-verbal cue, so you can't be paralyzed. For example, to direct her hoof attack at one creature within her range.
Perfect.
That makes sense?
Yep.
There you go.
Is
So
it
it doesn't take
a
an
bonus
action.
or nothing?
It doesn't take an action or bonus action. That's why I let it be like a verbal commander cue. So you can do it on top of your regular stuff, right?
So I can like kick her in a specific spot
Mm-hmm.
and be like,
I
kick the back end,
Yep.
put another cue, and then kick the front end.
Yeah.
I
basically.
appreciate this on her behalf.
Cool.
Because I absolutely detest the use your bonus action to tell your companion what to do. That is
If-
one of
if
the
she
things
trained
I hate
it-
the most of any rule.
She trained it, so you have specifically spent time, spent resources, remembered to do something, and your mount is trained. So I'll let you. It's something cool.
That is very cool.
When we get to Baghdad, I'm making her armor.
I figured that was the plan.
Yes.
No.
Horse armor exists, so you're in luck.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I have
Oh, yeah.
studded leather armor and studded leather armor of fire resistance. I'm
Mhm.
getting armor made.
Yes. All right.
Alright.
Perfect.
Are we like just fast traveling through the whole thing, or
Nope.
okay? I just wanted to check.
I will have somebody who's leading the way make a survival check for me,
Well-
please.
I have a plus
If it's
5.
about getting lost, okay. If it's about getting lost, I'm at level 2 merchant, right? So I have roving trader, and I can't get lost.
Oh, very nice.
Look, I could put the whole like the merchant thing in chat,
Gotcha.
but that'd be massive.
Gotcha. So
Oh,
you
but
use
it
your
is
innate
part
ability.
of- Yeah, sorry. It is part of the specialization of hitting rank 2 to be the roving trader.
Gotcha.
I don't have my cart anymore, but by spending
That's it.
500 gold, you own a method of traveling and practicing your work over long distances. It could be a cart with a horse, Musa, a small boat, or a similar method. While using your means of to travel, you can't get lost except by magical means, and you can find enough food and water while you travel, and you gain proficiency in perception.
Okay, very nice. This is a familiar enough road to you, being from the Delta. The environment is familiar enough to you. You've spent a lot of time here, and you've got the assistance of family in Calda and Alistockery. It's not a problem for your day to day. I will need a perception checks if you're keeping an eye out for danger or otherwise. So you're not
I'm-
lost, you're on the road.
Definitely keeping an eye out.
Then can I have whoever wants to do that roll for me?
19.
17. 16.
Are we multi-rolling this?
Anybody who wants to do it, you tell me.
Yeah, Fenric would definitely be on edge about this. Like he's, I don't know, I'm going through this, but also nervous. So that's a 15,
Okay.
and
What is? Nikuman, do you want to do anything?
No.
Gotcha.
He-
All right.
Negan's just working on his own stuff.
Between 19, 16, and 15, 3 of you keep an eye out for danger. There's a few times, there's a couple packs of wild animals that pass through. You're able to either chase them off or, deal with them or head out, avoid them entirely.
I will say if we happen to kill any wild animals, being merchants, I think the time would be
Pelts.
ripe to pelts,
Mhm.
animal bits, byproducts.
We will say that you do that.
I would like to do some hunting if it's just some easy survival rolls or something. I don't want to waste a ton of time doing it. But Musa, being an outcast background, grew up away from society, and I'm gonna copy paste it because that's not on Foundry.
You're good, just read it out for me.
You either chose to stay away from society or have become shunned by the people. You embrace the winds blowing through the forests, mountains, deserts, or other wild places. You know how to survive out there and are aware of the dangers that lurk in places humanity avoids.
Okay. Between the lot of you, you've become this cohesive unit of traveling and surviving. You have traveled through many cities as part of the Silk Road. Now you've been traveling for months together. And you have a lot of experience backing you up. You feel fairly secure in your travel. I will say this. If you choose, there is several nights where you hunt your food, dinner, and then as a camp get together and make your food. One particular evening, once the terrain has sort of changed into a more, let's say, it's a little bit more luscious. There's rocks still, but the greenery is starting to pop up a lot more. The humidity is starting to come in this part of the area. You figure water sources, rivers, and all such are close enough that the land itself is changing, and food is a lot more plentiful on the day-to-day. There is, at some point, like a few days into your travel, you find this sort of waterfall area that you pass by that you want to rest for the night in. That I need to activate. Hold on. Why you do this? Where is...
It didn't come up last session, but how long is Musa's ankle still hurt for?
I'll say over the course of this journey, it gets better.
Okay.
Is anybody seeing this, or am I the only one not seeing it?
Black.
But Musa now has a permanent click in his ankle.
That part is true.
No, it is just black right now.
Rude. Well, we'll use this other method.
As somebody that has clicks in both ankles, I resent that.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
By the way,
my
I
ankle
can't
just-
see it either.
It gets
Don't
to
see anything
evening.
on this one either.
That's fine. That one's intentional. As you get to the evening, you come to this, what looks like this very peaceful little oasis area, almost. There's a waterfall, plenty of fresh water, there's animals and all that running around. You decide to camp near it. It's good enough shelter. Musa, you want to go out hunting?
Yeah.
Musa. Sure. We'll say the rest of them are back at the campsite. You guys can go for a little hunt, wandering around if you want, and so on. I will have a few questions. How are you doing this? Are you going hunting alone? Are the rest of you setting up camp? What does it look like?
If he wants company, I will go hunting with him.
I think Musa wouldn't want company. He's used to being alone in the wild, and I don't know that he would know how to hunt with someone else. Oh, also, I never took my long rest.
Not ideal, that. All right. You guys, as you're settling down for the night, you see Musa sort of heads off in his typical fashion. Is there something different about him today?
He's just been a little bit more quiet recently, like the last day or two, just enjoying the peace of being out of a big city again. Not a lot of eyes on him, and just kind of quietly steps off into the night. He will be trying to be stealthy through this.
Okay. Know what to roll.
I think he would use his pass without a trace for this as well.
All right. I'm just going to remove the template, but go ahead and roll.
It is a good thing he uses pass without a trace. That's a 14. Actually, I'm going to use my inspiration on that just because we can.
Remember
a 14 fails stealth now?
Yep. You know and you're aware of that.
And because Bengu is definitely not in the wilderness ready for it.
So that's a 28 instead.
That's a lot better. You start to go into like your stealth mode and you accidentally step on a stick and there's like a loud crack and you take a deep breath, recenter. Jim is in your head going, "Come on, buddy, we gotta tighten up the act here." And you set off again, this time with a little bit of magical help from Jim. You set off hunting. What's going through Musa's head? What is he trying to look out for? Give me a bit of a description.
So this time of night, because there's no crazy hunting laws, he starts out, if we're by the water, he's looking for animal tracks by the water that he can potentially follow back to somewhere they're bedded down. Any signs of animal sign in the area?
All right. Survival? What do you got for me?
Oh yeah, I can do survival. Would you say that my outcast background would give me advantage on that? Knowing how to survive in the wilds?
Very much so.
23 survival.
That's good. You find what looks like a few deer tracks, and this looks like a very healthy equivalent. I don't know a lot about hunting. All right. It looks like a fairly promising hunt. You find a couple very clear tracks that clearly somebody or some group of herd occasionally comes to visit and water here frequently enough. You tell by how the area has been disturbed, other tracks, etc., that they repeatedly come here and have come here recently.
I would say that also he has the shield with him, like strapped on his back, but he's not actively using it, and has a javelin in his hand instead of his usual hand axe.
Are you going to try and follow this deer tracks and go back to where they might be?
Yes, I would like to.
Okay. As you sort of turn around. You turn your back to the water behind, gentle sort of surcering of the waterfall in the background. You continue a few steps before there is this wet feeling at the back of your head. Just like a splash sound as something hits you and your turban, sort of soaking you from the neck in like this sort of area. Like somebody splashed water at you?
Can I turn around really slow? Do I see anything?
Very carefully turn around in the darkness. Perception check. Disadvantage because it is dark.
So it's not. It's -5 to the roll because I have dark vision, right?
Is that how it is now?
No, it's -5 to your passive. It's disadvantage.
Got it.
For the roll.
Okay.
I was correct. #Rugby. Welcome in.
It would have been a nat 20. Instead, it's a 10.
You look around, and at that moment, fucking fly or a gnat or something gets into your eye, and you. What do you do?
Kind of creep up towards the water edge and keep watching. Jim, keep your eye out. I think there's something here.
Well, no shit. Do you think water just flies out at your head? Keep your eyes peeled. There's something to fight. Maybe a big fish. Like the other one. Remember the big fish that we ate that was terrible but also awesome?
Should we go spearfishing?
This is the best idea you've had all day. You've made me walking and walking and walking. I've never been so bored in my life. Get that javelin in the water right now.
Perfect. Musa will slowly start stepping into the water, not lifting his feet out, but slowly shuffling his feet through, trying to disturb it as little as possible.
Mm-hmm. What kind of, you give Mercer a treat? Because
Gimli,
Jim,
this is
or
from
Jim
Jensen.
Lee.
Come here. Sit. Good dog.
Oh my goodness. Alright, bless. Yeah, what kind of check do you want to do? Spearfishing in the dark, as it is with your dark vision, but...
I'd say survival, but Musa hasn't really spearfished before that I know of, so I don't think I'd get any advantage or anything on it.
You can go with a sleight of hand, you can go with general dexterity, up to you.
Let's go sleight of hand. That works.
Okay.
Dirty, filthy little 20.
Saying that. Alright, okay. With a dirty 20. Alright. As this is happening, the rest of you guys, are you staying back by the campsite? Are you keeping an eye on Musa? What are the rest of you doing?
Well, he rolled like a 28, so I don't think we see him.
Oh no, he would have pulled, like, this is like a normal part. He didn't like sneak away.
Yeah,
Suddenly,
you would
like,
know
like-
that he's off hunting, but
Yeah, but like I don't think we'd see him after he just like goes.
Yeah, you would hear him go somewhere.
I am setting up the fire and stuff.
Okay.
I have Shirun is like not saddled. Take her saddle off, give her a nice brush down. She's now grazing.
She's relaxing for the day?
Yeah.
The other two?
Just chilling, taking it easy.
I think I'd be. Oh no, sorry. Go ahead.
Nikuman's going to keep working on what he was working after he trained the crow. He's basically going to use his new spell, Task. He's going to try and automate the process to make the butterflies and turtles.
Task is a fun spell.
Yeah, and since Nikuman's not very smart, and this is a brand new spell, he's going to chew through all of his wood to try and learn how to do this. And I think it should be an Arcana at disadvantage.
Okay.
While he figures out how to do this.
Hell yeah, let's go for it.
And he's never doing it in sight of strangers. He's always doing it in private or around the. And Yeah, this is probably going to take a long while for him to learn how to do this.
Your modifier's -1, so go ahead and tell me.
That would be
Yeah.
a 6.
6 total. You tell me how it goes. I don't know a lot about this spell.
It's a fun spell. It's a little one that it's kind of like a version of what's it called, the Invisible Serpent,
Okay.
where you use task to do a small normal task that you would be able to do normally physically, something simple like buttering bread, tea, etc. But you can set it up to do multiple things. Sorry, I didn't mean to go over you, but I just
that's exactly what it is, and it's Nikuman's definitely stretching the use of this,
right?
But it's something he wants to learn, practice at, get good at over days, weeks, months.
It will take you several days, a couple weeks at least. So you're starting. It's not smooth at the start. You sort of struggle, you stutter with this task. But what are you trying to automate? Is it the process of making these butterflies, or automate their movements? That's what I'm more interested in.
Just making them, just carving them out of wood.
Okay, so like just churning out more of these copies.
What he's trying to do is he's trying to have invisible elves. One of them stripping the bark. The next invisible task maker is slowly carving in rough details. The next invisible task is putting in a little bit more fine details, and he has to put the finishing touches.
Would you say that's what this is?
Dance? Yeah. This like I said, task is usually for simple stuff. Mm-hmm. So Nikuman is definitely stretching the purpose of it, but he's gonna work at it for however long it takes, even post campaign, to automate this.
There's several.
If I remember correctly, it's a cantrip.
It is a cantrip.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And with it, there's several moments where you set something to automate and it doesn't really go the way you want to, because then you try and make it too complicated and you've got to fine tune a lot of these details. And at some point, Alistair is sort of giving you pointers, and so is like Fenric's family. They're sort of saying, try this one, maybe try that one, this way and that way, and everybody's sort of joining in to sort of help you succeed. And the spell flavor is a little bit like there are wind spirits or wind elementals almost. They're sort of like tiny little creatures that just come to sort of help you. You can't see them, but they're working away at it. So yeah, that's what Nikuman is doing. Anybody else?
I think other than that, I'd be just at the moment hanging out with the family, getting things set up, and going over, like, working with Kala to help figure out the best way to make the best contract for these new invention, this brass knuckles.
All right.
Making the best profit, and just like fully diving into doing that, and then just any sort of little thing we're coming up with along the road, using the animal byproducts that we came up with to make the best products that we can, and just fully diving back into the merchant life, being with his family, working with everybody together again, and just almost like luxuriating in that feeling of that being whole almost. Except there's still that missing piece where Selby should be.
As the bustle is going on at a fair distance, Musa, you spearfish and you spot a little bit of movement out of the corner. You've been very still for like a few minutes, and you plunge your javelin down and you pull it out, and at the end is a lobster.
Nice.
Lobster?
She sort of wriggles.
In fresh.
Oh my god, I've never seen that. What is that? It's got armor. Musa, get closer. I want to see what it is.
Bring it closer and take a better look at it.
Crawdad? At first you think that's what it is, but it's a lobster. It's got an armored shell. It's red. Red is hard to tell the color right now, but very much so.
pull it off the javelin, stick it in my backpack, but then I'd like to taste the water here. Is it salty?
You stick it in your mouth. Okay.
The water? Not the lobster.
taste-
The
Put
water.
it in your mouth.
You put it in your mouth. You put a little bit of water. You dip your finger in. You put it in your mouth. It's not. Maybe there's a hint of salt. Actually, there's something else to it. It's almost spicy. There's something like a little zing.
Why does it taste like that, Jim? What is that? Oh.
I don't know. Get a cup of water. Drink the whole thing. Maybe it's...
Okay, let's do it. I just scoop up a big gulp and start gulping it down.
Okay.
If Jim told me to drink it, it can't be bad.
That's
Jim,
true.
You've never
Jim
let me wrong in
has
my
never
entire
been-
life.
That's true.
I've just gotten very unlucky.
Aryan, where you're doing the fire and Sharon is in the back sort of eating, there is a quiet little small panicked huff, almost, or a whinny, whatever equivalent sound a horse would make, you tell me. And then you see she sort of lifts her head and her ears flatten as she looks in the distance where you hear the sound of the waterfall. And she sort of paws at the ground a little bit.
I put a hand on her. I look in the direction she's, like, signaling.
Mhm.
And can I see anything?
You don't see much. You see the canopy where Musa sort of disappeared to. You see the waterfall in the distance. It's like it'll take you around maybe to get there if you go full sprint.
Okay. I say out loud to everybody that there's something wrong in that direction where Musa went. And I'm going to leave Shirun where she is because she's not saddled and anything. And I'm going to start running with my mask down.
You grab your mask, you grab your bow, and you start moving. Musa, as you're drinking water, there is a little sparkle in the water, just a little flash of light. And then another.
Interesting.
And you sort of follow, and there are like two long finger-like appendages almost, between which there seems to be these sparks of lightning sort of just floating. I mean, it's hard to tell. Is it plant matter? Maybe twigs that sort of got caught up? But there's something strange about it. It's further deeper into the water.
Jim, let's go
About
swimming and
here.
figure out what that is.
Great idea. Do it.
Dive in.
Uh-huh.
Swim for the cool shiny object.
All right, how far out do you swim? You sort of follow, and there's a bit more. It sort of seems to move in the water, just a little. It seems close, and then you go further. And it seems it's almost there.
Well, hang on. Let me see. How far does Musa go?
You tell me.
Well, that's a natural 1 on the die, so I'm following this wherever it goes. I was rolling a wisdom check to see if Musa was like, hey, I shouldn't go swimming alone at night. Nah. Shiny object, man.
I will say you get up right in the center of this, close enough to the water, like at the deepest part of this waterfall. And you're sort of swimming. Do you dive down? Or are you staying at the surface and trying to find whatever it is?
I look
I'll
around.
give you that choice.
I'll look around. Is there anything else out here?
Water. It's cool.
Dive
Okay,
down.
you dive down. You get down to a certain point, and you notice there's this sort of dark mass moving in the water. Maybe it's just a plant, seaweed, something growing, until there are 2 bright spots that just sort of blink open, and you realize those are eyes. And you sort of follow that to this unnatural, like, wide mouth with razor sharp teeth that sort of glisten. It's reflecting off of those little lightning zaps between these very long fingers. And then you look at the body and you see it almost sort of drifting in the water like a mermaid. And then you see little, like, arms coming out of the tail. Very lobster-like. And you see something that looks a little like this. Give me a second.
I tried to talk to it. I said glub, 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 glub.
Interesting. All right. Okay. You can certainly do that if you want to spend your breath.
No, not that silly. Token character artwork.
While you're
Share.
pulling that up, can I just say that when Arian runs off to go help, Derek would run after her, grumbling the whole way. What the fuck is that?
I don't want to make friends with it anymore.
This is what you see. Slowly uncurling. This is from the book. And you hear Jim at the side, who's been like egging you on, and he sort of goes,
Musa? Musa, run. Musa, run!
Start swimming back to the surface.
You spot this sort of head of hair and limbs, kind of like a cross between a mermaid and like if the tail was a lobster, and she looked really horrifying, is how I would describe it. Hold on, let me get some good music.
I had to close it on stream really quick, but
yeah,
I think Goblin's right. There's a little bit of fear, a little bit of arousal, and a whole lot of panic.
Interesting. I can't even show the token artwork. Use your imagination. How about that?
No.
Use your imagination.
Yeah.
Let me just
It's
drag my girly out. Drag my girly out here. Make her visible.
She's big.
Yes,
Oh,
she
great.
is. Yes, she is.
We love a tall queen. Slay.
You realize at this moment, as you look at this creature, while you were fishing, you have been fished by this creature into the depths of its lair, home, whatever. I'm going to add you all to initiative, as most of you realize something is happening. You don't know the extent to it.
Hang on. I think Fenric and... Oh no, just me. Never mind.
What's up?
I get
What is it?
advantage.
Remember to check your new stuff.
Yeah,
Remember
that's what I was
remember
double
you're tuned
checking.
to it and
It's
all that.
just me.
Yeah.
Am I rolling for Shirun or is she
I'm
just
removing her.
means-
It was just
Okay,
by
cool.
accident. And Springer, go ahead and roll your dex if you know your modifier. If you don't, let me know.
I rolled a 5 plus whatever. I think 1.
That's whatever.
Thank God for advantage. It's a 15.
It's +2 for you, so
Hey, Musa, we should switch.
7.
Sure.
Sure.
I'll take your 15, you can take my 15.
Perfect. Listen, I don't think I'm gonna die here, guys. I can hold
I
my
just want to
breath
say,
for a
Booty,
long
thank
time.
you for allowing me to have fun.
Well, you gotta play the character, right?
Mhm, mhm.
Right? Not what would I, Zach, in real life do if I see some strange eyes staring at me underwater? Moose would be like, "What the fuck is that? Let me go find out."
And I respect
Well,
that, and I appreciate it.
If not friend,
I
why
personally
friend
think
shaped?
I personally think the circle going around here or it coming full circle is great because first you traumatized Fox with a watery death, and now she gets to traumatize you with a watery death.
When in doubt, water. All right. Aryun, you are the first to react, thanks to Sharoon's warning. Oh man. Okay, all right. This is how it is. You are the first to go. I'm gonna look for some more epic music, but you tell me what you're doing.
So I'm gonna run to where I see marks where he went into the water.
Mm-hmm.
And then, can I see this chick?
I would say it would take your action to get all the way up here, unfortunately. But you have your bonus action if you want to do something.
Microphone cut out.
I can't really do anything with my bonus action. So
At all?
I'm just
Remember, you can switch your Kamsin. I'm pretty sure that's a bonus action.
My what?
Your little elemental charge on your quiver.
Right.
Go ahead and double check.
I think it's been on lightning.
Okay. If
Which
you
is
want
what
to change
I
it, let me know.
Yeah, no, I think I
Gotcha.
would keep it on lightning. Because
All
water.
right. You manage to get up there and you get a see of the situation. You spot this sort of dark creature. You have dark vision, luckily for you. And the amount of electricity that this thing is emanating in between each of these like lobster legs that it has, these little sparks of electricity, you see this giant mass.
It has electricity. Then I would definitely use my bonus action to change it to like...
All right, go ahead and do that. You spot this, you spot Musa clearly flailing in the water. There's like this gentle glow around his shoulder that helps you locate him.
Whoa. Why is my screen all wonky? Hang on.
Whatever.
It's all great.
I don't have my action though, right?
Not your action, no.
Oh, then I'll do my bonus action next time.
Okay.
Because then
Anything
I'll figure
else?
out what... No, I'm good. If I can find my enter, there's my enter.
Fenric.
Not knowing exactly what's going on, first off, I would do bonus action, innate sorcery. Make sure to target myself for it.
Thanks me for the hydrate.
Thank you. And since it'd be the end of the day, even if I'm casting Mage Armor in the morning, it'd be gone by now. I would just kind of step around as I'm looking for the problem and cast Mage Armor on myself.
Oh, okay.
I'm so proud of you.
I don't know what's going on.
Proud of you, Shock. I'm proud of you. You're growing.
I'm growing.
It only took you 52 sessions, but you did it, buddy.
Yep.
You're a spellcaster now.
Somebody redeemed a monologue. Fenric, what's going through your head as you sort of crash through the forest, remembering to cast Mage Armor and
I think he was enjoying the moment as we're kind of in the we're in the area where his home used to be, and so he's enjoying the moment, spending time with his, family and friends, and then as Aryun takes off, he looks up and all the worry and stress comes back to hit as he kind of waves them behind him, pulls the goggles of night down so he can see in the dark, and starts getting ready for this ensuing fight, so that the adrenaline's hitting, the stress is hitting, and then he's trying to figure out just what the hell is going on and where did Musa go. I think that's kind of what's going on at the moment.
Okay. Anything else that you want to do?
Nope, that'd be it. Action, bonus action.
For some reason, innate sorcery is not applying, so I'm just going to try and do it again.
Yeah.
But I'll do it, but Derek, go ahead and tell me
Okay.
what you want to do.
Well, if it took Arian her action to get there, I guess I could just use a bonus action to dash and catch up, right?
Certainly can. You have more movement.
And Musa and Miss Nightmare Thingy are at the surface.
No, they're in the water.
Can arrows even penetrate the water?
Closer, but I will say there is difficulty in aiming, what with nighttime and distortion in the water, so you have disadvantage on attacks. But you can hit.
Sure.
I'll take it because underwater fighting says no.
Oh, you're shooting from above ground into water. I'll allow it.
Okay.
Wait, underwater fighting, what's the rule?
Piercing weapons
Are the only things that
fine.
work.
I mean, if you want to
Other
bring
stuff.
science into this, an arrow's not going to do shit on someone that's underwater.
Mm-hmm.
Bring
Math
science
won't
into my
do-
fantasy.
A bullet won't do shit into water either.
You actually want to use a slower bullet. Black powder works much better than modern firearms. Modern firearms bullets shatter and explode in the first foot.
Good
Black
thing you have
powder
magic
actually
stuff.
penetrates a couple feet.
Yes, my short bow is absolutely magic. I will shoot anyways because she said take a disadvantage, so I take disadvantage.
Don't make me reconsider, alright?
I'm already rolling dice. I rolled a natural one.
This
So the shot goes in, hits the water, and just the arrow stops and goes, huh. I should have seen that coming. Yeah.
There are some rocks if you want to get closer. Maybe you can shoot from on top when bits of it come out. You know, up to
Nope.
you.
Nope.
It's,
If he wants help, he's got to get his ass back to shore.
Yep. My foundry was still reloading.
Don't worry about it.
All right. First off, Moose is pissed that sexy lobster lady has tricketed him. So he's gonna rage.
Whoever finds this lobster lady sexy, therapy. Therapy is always an option. I'm just saying.
And as Musa takes his first attack with the javelin, he's gonna think to himself, I wonder what she tastes like.
That's so gross.
Oh, that can go so many ways. What is wrong with you?
I know. Yeah, no.
Twitch,
Musa-
this is
Musa
why
over
I'm here. This
Musa
is
over
why
here is
I'm
like,
here.
I can fix it.
I don't think he's thinking about fixing her.
Reckless
I mean,
attack.
I think
She's
he's
got
thinking
all
about
her
getting that
teeth.
tail.
Oh, I'm so proud of you, Fox. You're growing.
You're a terrible influence.
I know. 17 to hit.
Hold on, I gotta reload my foundry too, so we can just bask in that joke for a little bit. I have sold my dignity for views.
And I just realized something
Well, can
crazy.
you-
What?
I have not been adding the extra strength damage from rage this entire game.
Has it not been automatic?
I don't think so. I'll double check when it
Check
rolls.
automate.
I don't think you've been activating rage. I think you just say I rage.
No, he's been activating it.
I've been activating it for him. He doesn't.
It's currently not on him.
I targeted myself and clicked the ability. From there,
Yeah,
it's on God's.
that's because
Some
he has
stuff-
to reload.
Some stuff might be broken. Some stuff might be broken. And that's all right.
Titan.
It's shaitan in some. Let's see
Wait,
here.
isn't that
Rage.
the Arabic word for
Devil.
yeah,
Yet. To
Satan.
be fair, a lot of people call a lot of things devils.
Satan.
He's not the devil. There's lots of devils
I thought
without the capital D.
Shaitan was just adversary.
No.
No,
No?
it means that it means devil.
Google.
I mean, to be fair,
believe
it
you.
might be different in Punjabi and Arabic, but the word is very similar.
No, I was literally just looking at this the other day. It does. It's the way that even in the Islamic religious text, when it talks about Satan's temptation in the early books, it's shaitan.
There is. Yeah, go ahead.
17 to hits.
You're attacking recklessly, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, we're getting back into it, and I don't have a lot of brain power today, so we're making it work. Attack recklessly, please. Apply the effect, and don't make me think about it. There we go.
Okay, it is applying the rage.
Okay, Gucci. 17 hits, yes, sorry. Brain.
First attack, max damage, 13 damage. Second attack.
6. Javelin's not magical, right?
It's piercing. It is not magical. I do need her to make a this one charisma saving throw, DC 15.
Oh, this one might be interesting. Okay. She rolled a 9 total.
Nice.
What does it do?
So power beyond the body. Burns away any illusions as Jim grants me clarity in the heat of battle. Let's see. If they are shapeshifters or not native to this plane you are on, and they fail, you realize which plane of existence they are from, and you can choose to deal an extra 2d6 necrotic damage.
Well, she is not from this plane of existence. More of something that's been twisted and corrupted by influence of the Al-Gaib. So you can deal extra damage if you want.
Perfect. That's an extra 5 necrotic damage on the first attack.
Okay.
Second attack, another 17 to hit. It doesn't take a bonus action to do it, so I think I can do it again. I can only do it 3 times, because it's based on proficiency bonus. So can I get you to make another save?
Why does it keep applying to my shaitan? Stop applying reckless to my shaitan. God damn it, I'm trying to apply it to myself. Yes, what do you need me to make?
DC 15 charisma save.
It's not interesting.
Yeah, because any damage you deal forces the creatures to make a charisma save.
Okay. 5 misses again.
Alright. That is another 7 necrotic damage. And another 9 damage from the javelin, piercing, non-magical.
Okay.
How deep underwater did I have to dive before I was face to face with this lady?
Let's say 15 feet.
Perfect. So, bonus action, power unleashed. I try to yank her backwards 5 feet. It doesn't have a size. Yeah, away from me.
Okay. Strength save then.
Strength save, DC 15.
Gotcha. 27 total. She is very strong. You see, as you try and yank her with the power of beyond your body, The crab legs sort of burrow into the silt and whatever at the bottom of the pond, and it's very difficult.
So I can hold my breath for 5 minutes. I'm gonna stay where I'm at for the time being. And that's my turn. Nikomund.
Nikomund, what do you got?
You are currently 35 feet from this thing in the camp.
And further than that.
Further. You have to take your action and your full movement
Oh,
to get there.
yeah. Sorry.
Or you can do something, spend your running next turn and have it ready if you want.
I can also do this for
Springer online?
Yeah, I just got back, I think.
Sweet.
Springer, I'm sharing a screen in Discord so you can see where you are and what's going on. It's going to take your full movement to get into... Full movement and action to get into combat.
Okay.
What you got for me, buddy?
Oh, is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Nikamanu is surrounded by a pile of wood scraps. Just starting to feel the magic catch, rumble and get up. And he'll kind of stomp his feet and run over towards the water's edge.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically all he can do. And that's his turn.
Any bonus actions?
None that I want to do right now.
Alrighty. That is going to be my Shaitan's turn, and we shall end this combat for today with my lovely little lobster mermaid devil thing, who Musa attacked recklessly, and she would very much like to multi-attack back, I think. Let's see here. Okay, nice. Brutal slam number 1. You see she's going to reach out. Advantage to hit you from Reckless. That's going to be a 28 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. One of her arms reaches out to grab you, and sort of slam you into the bottom, whatever silt and rocks are underneath. That's going to be a total of 17, both a mix of bludgeoning and a little bit of lightning. Just from grabbing her, you feel those little zaps digging into your skin. You will take 11.
11, okay, perfect.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 11 bludgeoning halved and then 6 lightning.
Okay.
Did you apply it to yourself, or do you want me to apply
I did. I applied it.
Okay. You will need to roll a concentration save if you want to keep up Pass Without Trace. I
don't care about it. Musa just lets that go. And also he can't concentrate on it because he's raging.
There you go. That's number 1. Number 2, she's going to go for it again. Bam, bam. It hits you into the bottom. Almost like an otter trying to break open an oyster or something. 14, however, misses. You're able to dodge the second grasp. And then for the third one, she's going to do her Drowning Vortex.
What?
Who hits who in the bottom? Well, she's hitting Lobster Mermaid Lady's hitting Musa in the bottom. Back in time. You must succeed a DC 17 strength saving throw. Or become grappled and restrained.
Strength save, you say?
Mm-hmm.
I get advantage because I'm raging. 26.
Lucky. As these sort of kind of little insect-like hands grab you and try and keep you there, how do you break out?
I think Musa just kicks both of his feet off the bottom and shoots just past one, just sideways away from it just in time.
All right. As you do that, wherever it's grabbed onto your clothes a little bit, I'm sorry, they rip as you get out of the crowd and dodge a little bit back, and they just grab onto the scraps of clothing, and then they sort of throw it away, and you see she sort of starts to skitter, chitter almost, that you can hear through the water as they're getting agitated. And you look into this face, this bulbous sort of eyes with no lids, these dark black eyes with like these bright white pupils that sort of peers into your skin, this wild mane of hair just sort of flowing, that big mouth filled with razor sharp teeth and like strange patterns all across the body. And what is Musa feeling, if anything?
So he was just genuinely angry that he got tricked by this terrifying lobster lady. But now that she has ripped his fancy light blue clothes that he worked so hard to not legitimately pay for, he's really mad because he really liked these clothes.
Well, we shall see the resolving of this madness. The lobster lady cometh, as they say. Nice little fight for you guys.
Always. Musa's a gentleman.
I can't. All right, I wanted to make her terrifying.
Times and first, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something.
As Musa comes out of the water looking like
she's supposed to be scary, guys. She's supposed to be scary and terrifying.
You know what? I have to say, her attacks were like claw attacks. I am so disappointed there wasn't a tail attack.
Anything else you want to add?
I'm just saying, Musa needs an attack where he's getting beaten by some lady's tail.
Attack. All right.
Slapping that ass on him.
I mean, she was already wet and waiting.
Bouncing on him.
All right. And with that, we're gonna call it for a day. May the lobster lady win and rip his body apart. In the meantime, this has been Quest and Jess. We give you some serious discussions, and then we end it off with crazy lobster ladies. Hope you have enjoyed everything so far. I will be doing a spiel as soon as I can get some background music.
How much to unalive Musa?
How much to unalive?
She's doing her best, Blake. She's doing her best.
I'm trying. I've already killed one character today. Good God. I've killed one in this campaign, but you know, the other PCs are getting kind of cocky. Nobody. It's fine. But I appreciate all of you coming in and hanging out. This has been Question Josh. This is the Herald of Rain. We will not be playing Herald of Rain next week. We shall have something else in store for you guys because I shall be in Edmonton. Put Booty in his place? Alright, well, if the chat wants it, you know, I'll kill Booty's character again.
The only person that ever dies and stays dead in these campaigns is just Booty. Nobody else. Yeah. Not even the dog stays dead.
Yep.
Dog died. Fuck you. I killed a damn dog.
Actually, there was two that.
Yeah, he killed
my
two.
My conscience hurts, man. Don't do this to me.
Well,
if you kill Musa, I killed Joda.
No, she's so cute. How could you do that? You have to talk to Zaner about killing Joda, bro.
Goblin killed both young Blake and I in the Pathfinder beginner box, so him killing you is just a welcome to the family kind of
Goblin.
moment.
Fucking try it.
So what we're seeing here is
no.
Booty has to have at least one character die in every campaign.
Hey, I have killed characters before. I have died before. Fucking come at me, Goblin. Fucking come at me, bro. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Doc? I bet
That's
this,
probably
by the
not
way,
a good thing to be saying.
Nope. I'm tempting him, and I'm committing to it. All right, I will survive, and if I won't, it'll be glorious either way. What I'm saying is, if you notice, some of us collaborate a lot with other channels beyond just the charity where we're leaving money for Extra Life. I collaborate, now with Crit Crafters, Goblin Tuesdays, upcoming. Keep an eye out for Star Warsy themed stuff. And also with Crit Crafters. Did I say that already? I might have. But next week, Booty, are you collaborating with any other things in the upcoming week?
Not in the next week, because we were going to do Blade and Spade, but had some complications this week, so that'll be in 2 weeks. Sometime in July, I'll be joining a Goblin game, if all things work out.
If you want to keep track of our various guest appearances, future plans and stuff, join our Discord. We always post announcements there. And what else? Extra Life? We are raising money as part of the Goblin Tuesday team, so if you got a couple dollars to spare at the end of the day or any day, and you want to make sure certain characters die, or certain characters live, or create a certain character, I took note of all the stuff that happened today. You can donate, and it all goes to a good cause. MAC, Children's Hospital in Hamilton, Ontario. Gotta support the Canadian kids. Other than that, yeah, check out our personal stuff. That's what we got, Booty. We got a raid lined up.
We do. We're going to be raiding gaming related. They are currently still playing some Dungeons and Dragons at the moment. Episode 73 of their Thieves of Queens and Kings campaign. So show them some love. We'll see you all back here on Wednesday. And all that's left to say is... Oh, wait, no, I didn't start the raid. So,
you didn't start the raid yet, but thank you for the follow, Bugman.
Yeah, so while I get that going, coming in July, Crusaders game set in the same kind of timeline. Well, maybe not the same exact timeline. Parallel timeline. Same source material, different era from Historica Arcanum going to be played over at Goblin Tuesdays channel, where I think I've built my character out now. I just have to actually finish out the sheet with the stuff from the setting. I am going to be playing a Sentry Ranger named Elias Morante.
And if you like something a little different, but still within the dark and gritty, if you like Warhammer Fantasy, and, you can keep an eye on Crit Crafters, because I will be playing in something related to that.
In the meantime, we do have some raiders coming with us over to Gaming Related. Let's go show them some love, and all that's left to say is, bye, everybody.
See ya.
Nice.